Miracle Samantha Perez, a young and beautiful girl, wanders around the comic book section while contemplating her destiny and whether she will find true love. While window shopping, she notices a crowd in front of the bookstore. Upon closer inspection, she sees that her friend is arguing with someone, so she goes outside and breaks up the fight. The boy is Timothy, a mafia boss belonging to a rich family. Samantha, unaware of who he is, calls him a lunatic and tells him to go away. Her friends try to stop her, but she doesn't listen and slaps him. They drag her to the bathroom and explain the whole incident to her. Samantha is devastated that her friends wanted to shoot a video with him and made such a fuss over all this. Timothy gets angry and waits outside the bathroom to teach Samantha a lesson. To his surprise, she leaves. That night, the video of her gets uploaded to social media and goes viral. This makes Samantha worry that she might get in trouble, but her friends calm the situation, and they go to bed. The next day at school, Samantha gets a call from Timothy, and he calls her a bitch. The teacher takes her phone and tells Timothy to call after school. After class, Timothy goes to Samantha's school with his group called Lucky 13. He tells all the girls that whoever tells him where Samantha is will get a kiss as a reward. Seeing the reward, her friend rats her out, and she runs to the storeroom. After a few moments, a guy with red-dyed hair finds her and takes her to the club where their hideout is. On the way, she constantly annoys Red and thinks that she might get slaughtered in the club for slapping him. Little does she know that when she arrives at the club, Timothy tells Samantha to be his girlfriend. She rejects the offer but tells her she has no choice. While they are fighting, Red tells Timothy that they are under attack, and their rival Piggy arrives. Piggy, after seeing Samantha, gets aroused and tells him to let him have a go at her after he is done with her. Hearing this, Timothy gets enraged, and they start fighting. An intense fight begins, and Timothy gets a beating. Samantha takes him and Red to the hospital. At the hospital, she finds out that Timothy has brain cancer and will die soon. Hearing this, she goes to Timothy and tells him that she will be his girlfriend because his time is short. Timothy tells her that the doctor told him the wrong description, and he is perfectly fine. Angered by this, Samantha tells him that she will never be his girlfriend since he is not dying. Timothy stops her and tells her that if she refuses, he will kill her. With no other option, she reluctantly accepts. The next day at school, Samantha gets into a fight with a girl named Audrey because she is the top student of the class, and Audrey hates her for that. After school, Samantha and her friends go outside for dinner and run a background check on Timothy. They are shocked to see that Timothy is the son of a rich business tycoon with over 12 basketball championships won under his name. Samantha wonders if she rejects his wishes, she might get killed. The next day, they go shopping so Samantha could not meet Tom. He finds her in the mall and takes her to the movies. At school, some thugs are looking for Tom's girlfriend and unfortunately ask Samantha about her whereabouts. Not knowing what to say, she tells them that a girl with glasses and a slim body is Tom's girlfriend. According to Samantha's description, the thugs capture Audrey and take her away in their car. They tie her up and Piggy tells her that Tom will surely come for her as she is her girlfriend. Audrey doesn't understand what is going on and gets blindfolded. Tom gets a call from Piggy that he has Samantha, and if he wants her to be safe, he needs to come to the warehouse. Hearing this, he gets angry and hurries to Piggy's warehouse. Upon reaching, he sees that Piggy has captured Audrey and not Samantha. He doesn't correct Piggy and starts fighting. After kicking their butt with airboxing, he defeats all of the gang members and takes Audrey home. Before leaving, he tells Piggy that Audrey was never her girlfriend. While taking Audrey home, she gets a faint idea that Tom is in love with her, making her really happy. After that, Tom goes to Samantha's place covered in wounds and tells her to keep herself safe and call him if she is in trouble. After that, Samantha tries to help him with his wounds but he leaves. Back at home, Tom eats dinner with his family. Tom's father, a big business tycoon, tries to set him up with different girls belonging to rich households to expand the family's fortune. Tom tells him that is only interested in one girl and tells everyone that he has a girlfriend. Excited to hear that, his father tells him to bring her home for dinner, and he agrees. The next day, Audrey brags about having a boyfriend to her friends and also mentions that Tom saved her by risking his life. Samantha overhears the conversation and questions if she is really Tom's girlfriend. She dodges the questions and tells her to not be jealous of her from stealing Tom from him. Her confidence is short-driven as she finds Tom's waiting outside the school for Samantha. Audrey goes to him and questions if he is waiting for her. Tom then finds out that Audrey has been saying that Tom saved her from thugs and is now her boyfriend. Tom clears the air and tells everyone that Samantha is the one he wants and gets in the car with her. Hearing this, Audrey gets pissed and leaves. He takes her to his house and gives her a dress, which she will wear for dinner. Samantha tries to reject his offer but agrees and gets dressed. While waiting for Tom's parents to arrive, Samantha finds Tom staring at her and asks if he likes her for real. To which Tom tells her no and it's only temporary. After a few moments, Tom's father and stepmother arrive, and after a brief introduction they start dinner. While eating, Tom's father asks what Samantha's parents do for a living. Samantha tells them that they own SGH, a multinational business corporation. Hearing this, his father tells Tom to reconsider his choice for a girlfriend, as she is out of his league. Tom gets angry hearing this and takes her to the other room. They have a few drinks and in drunken state, Samantha asks why he hates his father. He dodges the question, and questions her about her problems. Samantha tells Tom that she is not perfect for her parents and can never be up to their standard of a successful woman. There they talk to each other about their problems, and Tom tells her that the deal is complete. Samantha gets depressed seeing that he is not her boyfriend anymore and asks Tom why he is doing that. Tom tells her that she is too perfect for him, and he can't live with that. They go for a kiss, but Samantha gets drunk and passes out. The next morning, they have their final dinner, and Samantha leaves. That night at the bar, Tom tells Red that he is going to find the girl he made a promise to 10 years ago. In a flashback, we are taken back 10 years behind and we see Tom, a fat chubby kid, who is taking part in a play. After the play, Tom goes to a girl named Miracle whom she fell in love with. Tom promises her he will marry her when he becomes an adult. Hearing her confession, she also agrees and they promise to get married after 10 years. After the flashback, Red tells him that Samantha was Tom's crush 10 years ago, and they made a promise to marry each other. Tom is shocked to find out that the girl he was with was actually his destiny. He doesn't believe it, but Red tells Tom the whole story. Red tells him that she had an accident and lost all of her memory 8 years ago, that is why she doesn't remember him. Tom, after hearing this, gets confidence that the girl he just broke up with is actually her crush. A few days pass after their breakup, and Samantha tells her friends that Tom and she had a deal for a temporary date session. While talking, she gets really angry about the breakup and her friends point out that maybe she might be actually in love with him. Samantha doesn't agree to it and tries to stop the conversation. Later Audrey arrives and tells Samantha that she has something to talk to her about. Audrey tells her that Tom was actually an ex-convict and has a criminal record for assault and kidnapping. Samantha gets shocked to hear this but doesn't believe her. After school, Samantha is on her way home and as she leaves the campus, Piggy's gang arrives and kidnaps her again. This time it was the real Samantha. He calls Tom and tells him to come here or else she will be killed. When Tom arrives, he gets his whole crew and beats up Piggy and his gang. Tom tells her to get back together, but Samantha tells him that she will never date an ex-convict. Hearing this, Tom gets heartbroken, and Red offers to take her home. On the way, Red tells him that he loves her and is really shy around her. Samantha does agree to it since he is always rude to her and calls her dump names. Red further mentions that Tom never had a relationship with anyone and that's why he doesn't know what to do. Samantha understands what Red is trying to say, so she tries to be friends with Tom at first. She arranges a trip with him the next day, and they go out to eat ice cream. While eating, Tom questions Samantha about her sudden friendly attitude towards him. To which she replies that she wants to become friends with him, and he agrees to it. Tom then nicknames her Miracle since she is a friend now. Samantha tells him to arrange another picnic for them tomorrow, but Tom rejects the offer. He tells her that he has a basketball game tomorrow, so he can't meet tomorrow. Samantha wishes him a good match and tells her that she will be there. But Tom tells him no since he can't play properly around her. Hearing Tom reject her wishes, she takes her best friend from school and goes to the match. They sit in the last row to watch the game. Tom's team is winning, but as soon as he sees Samantha in the match, he gets nervous and misses his shot. Because of this, the couch swaps out Tom with another player. Enraged by this, he takes his anger out on Samantha and tells her that she is stupid. After getting insulted by Tom, she gets angry and leaves with her friend. After realizing his mistake, Tom goes to Samantha's house and apologizes to her for being a jerk and calling her stupid. Samantha tries to slap her, but Tom gets the chance and steals a kiss from her. After a heartfelt kiss, Samantha forgives him and they become a couple again. Tom then starts calling Samantha his wife since he wants to marry her. Before leaving, Samantha tells Tom to stop smoking and doing drugs because they are a couple now. Tom agrees and promises her that he will stop today. On the other side, Red is shown talking to Audrey and questions why she hates her even though they were best friends 10 years ago. Audrey tells him that she wants to be number in everything and because of Samantha she was always second. This made Audrey hate her. After hearing this, Red tells Audrey to get prepared as they are going to meet Tom and Samantha so she could patch things up with her. That night, Samantha, Tom, Red, and Audrey go to the carnival so Samantha and Audrey could become best friends again. While playing basketball, he tries to get a bear for Samantha because she asked for it. For this, he competes with a boy who was hanging out with Audrey. While competing, Tom gets in a fight with him because he called Samantha a playgirl. Tom gets angry and punches him in the face. After that, they see a play, and Audrey becomes Samantha's best friend again. Later, Tom goes to the hideout of that boy from earlier and takes the bear that he won for Samantha and leaves. Tom and Red take the bear to Samantha's place, and she introduces them to his cousin Lee, an acquaintance of Tom from the past. They go outside to talk, and it turns out that Tom was looking for Samantha for 10 years from country to country because he was told by Lee that Samantha is there. Lee tells him that he wanted to keep her safe from him. Tom gets confused and asks why. Lee tells him the truth, that he can't be Samantha's boyfriend because she is already engaged to someone by fixed marriage. He gets confused by this and leaves to think this through. When he leaves, Samantha meets with Audrey and asks her what to do. Audrey tells her that if she really loves him, she should do anything to be together. After getting advice from her, she goes to Tom and tells him to take her far away. Tom agrees, and they go to a penthouse on an old deserted island. They spend many days together in that penthouse. That night, Samantha gets her period and asks Tom to get her some napkins. Tom, not knowing which ones to buy, grabs all of them and gives them to her. She thanks him, and they go to sleep. After a few days, the lucky 13 arrive to meet Tom and Samantha. That day, Samantha cooks for the first time and smears oil stains on all the walls. Tom helps her with cooking. The scene shifts, and we are shown Red and the others. They discuss that they have only a few days to bring Samantha back to her parents, or else Tom's family business will be destroyed by them. After dinner, Red meets with Samantha and tells her the whole story and why they are here. He tells her that tomorrow morning a helicopter will be here to pick her up, and if she doesn't go, Tom will be arrested for rape and kidnapping Samantha. Seeing her dream life crumbling in front of her, she kisses Tom and leaves in the morning, leaving Tom in tears. After returning home, she argues with her family and questions why she did that to her. She tells them that he is nothing but a low-level scum and a criminal. She further argues with them, but her father gives Samantha Tom's case file. After opening the case file, she sees that he assaulted a girl. Turns out that the girl he assaulted was her friend from school. She goes to her to find the truth about Tom. When she asks her if Tom assaulted her in the past since he was her boyfriend. But the truth shocks her as she tells Samantha that Tom was never her boyfriend but her half-brother. She then talks to Audrey about the whole situation, and she tells her to never leave Tom alone since he is already lonely. She then takes Tom's half-sister to Tom, and they patch things up with each other. Tom introduces her to his deceased mom and calls Samantha his wife. After an emotional outburst, Samantha goes home and tells Lee that she will marry Tom even if they like it or not. Lee then tells her that she is going to get married to the person her mother picks. She tries to deny it but sees that her mom can destroy Tom's life in a second, so she keeps quiet. A few days pass, and the whole crew gets together for the party. Tom also attends the wedding with blonde hair so he could blend in with the crowd. At the party, Samantha's mom announces that Red is going to marry Samantha. Tom is devastated by hearing that his best friend is going to marry her girlfriend. After the announcement is done, Red meets with Tom, and they start fighting. Samantha stops them and tells him to leave and never show his face again. Red asks why she did that to Tom. Samantha then answers that it's better for Tom to lose her girlfriends than her best friends. A few weeks pass after this incident. Samantha's mom tells Red and the whole family is going to move to France permanently. Seeing this, Samantha goes to Tom and promises that she will come back to him after a few years. They promise Samantha, and they kiss each other, and Samantha leaves for France. After a few years, Samantha goes back home, and Audrey tells her to go to the beach house in a hurry. She goes to the beach house and finds a videotape from Tom that says "Play me." After playing the tape, Samantha sees that she made a promise to Tom 10 years ago to meet him but she didn't. She starts crying and wants to see Tom again. Surprisingly, a dog arrives and takes her to Tom, who was sitting on the beach. On the other side, Audrey tells Red that a few years ago, Tom got into an accident and lost his sight. She tells Samantha about the accident but due to her current condition in France she couldn't go back to Tom. She tells Audrey that she will meet him when she comes back. The flashback ends and Samantha is heartbroken to see Tom in such a miserable condition. She calls Tom and he calls out who this is. Samantha quietly hugs Tom and after feeling the touch of her long-promised love. Tom remembers her and they kiss. Tom then promises her that he will never let her go again. After hearing Tom's tears, Samantha promises to always be together and go inside the beach house. Back at the airport, Audrey asks if Red has fallen in love with Samantha or not since they didn't have kids yet. Red, confusingly agrees that Samantha is hard not to love. After confessing her feelings in front of Audrey, Red wonders how his best friends would think of him for marrying her girlfriend. But Tom, understanding the condition their family were in, Tom tells them that it's okay. After that, the movie ends as Red and Samantha kiss in front of Tom.